All right, hey, welcome back, everybody, to the second episode of the Brutal Podcast's Rebirth. My name's Eric, and I'm here with co-host Rick Brown.
Hey guys, my name's Rick, and I am the Xbox editor at Brutal Gamer. You can find me at Twitter at DocBrown303.
So yeah, Rob Morita here. I'm one of the reviewers. I also do retro reviews as well as comic reviews.
Mike Jones. I'm indie editor for Brutal Gamer, and I'm on Twitter at Ognawk, Ognawk, because it's spelt weird. I came up with it, so it's my own fault.
And this is Jason, editor-in-chief, owner of Brutal Gamer, and I do a lot of stuff.
Hi, I'm Callum. I review tons of stuff at Brutal Gamer, and you can find me at WizardBane999 on Twitter.
Awesome. So we have kind of a big cast this week. We're going to see how this goes. But first, we're going to start with news discussion.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's talk about games with gold and PlayStation Plus games that are coming out for July. What do you guys think of the lineups?
They look really cool, but I've noticed something odd. I had assumed that when the new games came in for PlayStation Plus and stuff, they came in at the beginning of the month. And then I checked today to see if they were on. It's like the 3rd now. And they're still not there. And I was wondering if you guys have it on your stores.
Well, I know with PlayStation Plus games, it's the first Tuesday of the month. I'm not sure how it works for the games with gold for Xbox, but I know it's PlayStation, it's first Tuesday.
Games with gold for Xbox are there like the day of. I've even seen them come on there a few days early.
Yeah.
And get this, Banner Saga 2, it automatically downloaded to my hard drive, and I didn't touch it.
Your Xbox is trying too hard to impress you now.
Seriously. It's like, just come here and play with me for a little while.
Please, play me, sir.
I have many new delights for you.
That sounds... I don't know about
that. That sounds... No, maybe
worse
not.
than the accent.
Your Xbox is the merchant from Resident Evil. Comes around every now and again. Hopes that you like the blue flames he showed for you, and maybe you'll stick around.
These patches of the friendly spider.
Well, do any of these games interest you guys? I've been looking at Furi for PS Plus and kind of want to get Banner Saga, but what about you guys?
You know, I've never played Banner Saga. I know it's really popular, so maybe, I don't know, try that one. Furi, I never even heard of. What is that exactly?
I know it's launching on Tuesday. I know that's the first day it comes out. I've heard good things from people who played it at PAX, but that's it. I don't know anything about it myself, really.
What is it, a side-scroller? Or
I wish I knew.
Listen, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really interested in Fat Princess. Listen, I'm sorry. A game with that kind of a name, it's got to be interesting.
And I played that for a while when it came out with a bunch of people. That was a lot of fun.
How long? That's been out for a while, right?
Yeah, it's a PS3 game. It came out a good few years ago now.
PS3 game.
Okay.
The trailer of Fury in the chat here, and this game looks really neat.
Game looks amazing. It looks hard, but it looks really good.
I don't even know how to describe it, but it looks awesome. It looks like something I want to play right now.
It looks like a 3D Robotron 2084.
Oh, cool.
On steroids.
It looks like the art style reminds me of the kind of game people in like TV shows imagine when they think of games.
And for everybody watching this, you can look down in the description for a link to the trailer. We'll put it in there for you guys.
I gotta say, the Xbox games with golds are pretty lackluster. I'm not really interested in any of them. Maybe Tron Evolution. That's a 360 game, so I'm pretty disappointed. Once again. I mean, I thought June's games with gold were lackluster, so PlayStation has won the last 2 months in my eye.
Yeah, I feel like that's a reoccurring theme. I feel like Xbox is pretty. They've been slacking a lot.
I feel
and
like
the only ones I ever see are always what the PlayStation Plus store has to offer. I just Xbox is not. They're not grabbing me. They're not doing it.
You know, we're talking about Tron Evolution here, and Rob is getting derezzed, so it's like synchronicity.
Yeah.
Tron Evolution is pretty good, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not horrible. I mean, when it came out, I remember a lot of people didn't like it, but
Yeah, it's not a bad movie, as movies go. It starts off pretty stupidly, though. The whole parachute onto a motorcycle. Oh. So we're all in agreement that the movie's pretty shit, then.
No, I like the movie.
Yeah, I kind of liked the movie, too.
Jason, you have zero taste.
Oh, please.
I've never seen any of the Tron films, so
What?
Well, only 2.
You're a disappointment to your website. The only Terminator movie I've ever seen is the one with Daenerys Stormborn in it.
Oh my god.
Genesis.
Genesis.
Oh, I haven't seen Genesis.
Don't.
It's hey, it's all right. It's not bad.
Oh, oof. No, thank you.
Asian cop who melts. He's pretty cool.
Just watch Terminator 2. Just
Okay, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I watched Jurassic World this year, and that's also the only Jurassic movie I've ever seen.
What a good series of movies. What a good film.
I fell asleep halfway through.
No.
I woke up in the middle of the T-Rex fight at the end.
I don't know. I felt like I was watching the first one all over again.
that's what I kept hearing about it, so I never bothered.
Yeah, it feels very much like the OG JP.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Can't we say stuff
Yeah.
about Star Wars?
Hashtag that if you like.
Let's get that trending.
Hashtag OG JP.
Brutal Gamer.
Fantastic.
It's trending with 6 tweets. We got it, guys. We did it.
Awesome.
I'm
Mission
gonna find it.
accomplished.
Does anybody else have anything to mention about the PlayStation Plus stuff or Xbox stuff?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're
Just,
gonna move on to other items.
Ooh, a lot about Paragon by any chance?
I've been interested in trying it because I used to play a lot of Dota, and it looks like it would kind of scratch that itch. But I don't know if I want to get into another MOBA like game.
Okay, but wait, did you get out of Dota?
Yes, I have not played Dota in like a year.
Why would you want to go back?
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, because I stopped playing Dota and my life has been nothing but improved since.
Total agreement with you there.
Benj is working on a review or a preview of Paragon. He said it's great so far.
Whenever I hear Paragon, I vibrate. Vibrate in anticipation.
Do we know when that launches officially yet?
Which one?
Paragon?
Oh, no.
What else was we talking about other than vibrations? Vibrations launched a long time ago, Jason.
I'll try it out. Who knows if I'll keep playing it? Overwatch has still been consuming my life, so I don't know.
Okay, you see, the thing is, I feel like Paragon is doing that thing that all shooters are doing now, and it's copying Overwatch. It's like it's copying Overwatch, but it's actually copying Team Fortress 2. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy Team
It's all
Fortress
very
2.
similar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, how about the Bioshock collection? We can move back into Paragon and stuff at the end, but what about Bioshock? I was really excited to see that announcement. I mentioned that last week.
I love Bioshock, so.
I mean, that kind of
I
ties
still
in with
need
the
to
system
finish.
remake that they're doing right now. It's getting funded on Kickstarter.
Mhm.
So, spiritual successor to a spiritual successor, it looks like.
I'm majorly skeptical about Kickstarter stuff now.
Mighty
Especially
Number
when
9.
Mighty Number 9. Oh god. That's a hot mess. That's a hot mess in a microwave.
Rob, you know all about that one.
Yeah, we want to talk about that, Rob? Want to go into that?
Man,
Really?
the thing. I wrote the review and it's just speaking about it is reliving. Now, here's the thing. I do want to clear something up though. The game itself isn't okay. It's playable. It's not an unplayable game.
So it's not Sonic 06. Exactly.
So that's not the new thing about Mega Man. Prior to, you can go and have mild enjoyment because there's no expectation. So it's fine. It's kind of like the Batman versus Superman. Some people really dug it. Some people absolutely did not. But I think that really relied on mostly on what our expectations were.
I mean, some people really dug that movie and then got driven back to the mental asylum.
It was a hot mess of a plot as well. But the expectations were there. We went into it thinking that this is going to be something you end up getting, served a plate of poo. Mighty Number 9, you go into it, you're expecting this fabulous Mega Man adventure, and at least. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly the same thing. But you have some kind of nostalgia when you start, and the frame rate issues are just so bad once the game actually starts to speed up.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's really bad because it's almost like having the slide attack. Because the big thing is that you shoot some of the robots to get them to a specific weak point so that you can use a slide attack to finish them off. Very cool, very cool mechanic. but in execution fails because the frame rate can't catch up to how quickly they expect you to move.
That's tragically delicious.
Yeah, so what they want you to do is essentially ruining your experience.
Well, it's also pretty funny that you're finishing off these mighty robots by fucking slide tackling them.
So true.
No, my shins, my only weakness. Why don't they build a tank? Like just one tank.
Messy. The art is very bland. The sets are boring. And one big thing that was actually very annoying was the hitboxes aren't very. They're not accurate. So where you technically should be getting hurt is not at all visible. So one example that I used in the review was that every platformer has some kind of spikes that you have to avoid. Correct? Ceilings, bottom, it's whatever. There's spikes that you shouldn't be touching.
Yeah.
Was nowhere around them yet. Found myself getting just to wait 30 seconds for a load screen just so I can do it all over again.
Wow. So the loading time stinks too.
Yeah. I mean, and a game like that shouldn't have drastic loading times. Again, it's a very simple for 20, 30 seconds waiting for your level reset.
Well, I think no game should really have problems with loading times now. That was the biggest problem in like the last generation. So surely that's what most developers would be working to fix.
Right, exactly.
All except Mighty Number 9.
Exactly. It's just it's a shame. It's a shame. It's trying to live off a reputation that it does not at all deliver.
Okay, but let's be honest. Remember Bloodborne, where you'd start the game, it'd start loading, and then you could go and make yourself a cup of tea, write a book, finish that book, maybe start a business on the internet. Maybe retire before you go to the first level.
It's true. I could have took up stockbroking or something. Who knows? I could have been famous with those many seconds of time lost. I probably accumulated a good hour, or maybe a couple of hours, just with all the seconds.
Yeah, and the font that they used to write Bloodborne's name is really cool when you look at it like at first. But if you have to stare at it for like an hour. I feel like I just didn't get invited to a wedding and it's rubbing it in my face. But those actually got pretty fixed in the Game of the Year edition.
So if there's ever a Game of the Year edition, Mighty Number 9, because I'm sure it's coming.
The Game of the Year edition of Mighty Number 9 just has like Mega Man World taped to the back.
The Game of the Year edition of Mighty Number 9 is just the Mega Man collection for GameCube. So if you already have it, don't worry about it.
Oh, I've always wanted the GameCube.
GameCube's a good console.
I wasn't into it as much as Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 was my...
Yeah.
I love that console.
Yeah.
GameCube was
far superior.
With what?
For some reason I have GameCube games.
What?
I'm just going to say, for some reason I have GameCube games, but no actual GameCube to play them on.
Wow.
Are you just a fan of mini discs? I mean, they are cute.
I don't know. I dread to think what else I'll find if I go digging.
What do you have for it?
Where did you bury these?
I don't even know offhand. They're not.
Atari's ET.
I think I have Mario Party, a Mario Party game and something like that. Star Fox Adventures.
Oh, okay.
That was one I probably played for about an hour and then got bored.
The amount of blasphemy we commit on this show. The fact that Star Fox fans haven't found out where we lived yet is pretty impressive.
Give it a while.
Speaking of GameCube, playing through Resident Evil, I never played Resident Evil when I was younger, so I get a really, really strong Luigi's Mansion vibe from Resident Evil.
I'm sorry, what?
They're similar games. They're very similar.
You get a vacuum cleaner in Resident Evil.
Somebody's clearly been lying to me about Resident Evil all these years. Maybe I need to play it now.
Although the amount of effort they went through, though, with all those fake screenshots of people with guns.
So think about it. You're moving through a mansion. You're fighting ghosts. Or,
no, they're zombies. It's close.
It's puzzle solving in a big mansion with spooky stuff going on.
So what you're saying basically is Luigi's Mansion
And so is like Outlast and PT.
Oh man.
Yep, they're all Luigi Mansion clones.
Just rip off.
All right. Well, there we go.
Silent Hill is
Mansion
just
started
Luigi's
it all.
vacation home.
We're breaking new ground on this show.
Silent Hill is just Luigi's timeshare.
Boy, Luigi's got the worst luck, man.
If you take nothing else away from this show, it's that Resident Evil is apparently just a grittier Luigi's Mansion.
Nice.
I don't know, man. Have you played Luigi's Mansion? It goes down in that place.
That is true.
But I don't know. There's a lot of really good GameCube games that I just absolutely loved as a kid. I mean,
Favorite?
Anybody younger, I guess, at that point loved GameCube. So.
Well, I remember the one day my friend came over and I had a Wii and he brought a GameCube game. And holy crap, that was like the most mind-blowing experience of my life. He brought a GameCube game, and we started playing it on my Wii, and it was so mind-blowing. I was like, this can play things from the past?
It's like a time machine.
A little white time machine named after urine.
Oh.
Why did they name the new one the Wii U? Like, why was this a thing? Can someone explain that to me? I never found out.
I have no idea.
On the glorious Titanic of Nintendo stock.
Oh, man.
Well, if we're talking about throwbacks, one throwback that I absolutely always hold very near and dear to my heart as an amazing game was Okami.
Oh, yeah.
Okami. I never played Okami, and I regret that deeply.
I'm pretty sure Okami came out before I was born.
When Okami came out, I mean, I was so on that game because it just sounded so different. So when I picked it up and I was just transfixed on my TV. I just thought it was just art wise, it's a phenomenal looking game considering it was a PS2 game.
Man,
you know what I always wanted to play is Dragon Quest. In like the old books of Naruto, the author would always put down how he started playing Dragon Quest 1, and his dad like hated video games, and then they started playing it together. So I go to a game shop to look at Dragon Quest and stuff, and I find the new one on PS4, and it looks so terrible. Just crushed my dreams.
I actually love Dragon Quest.
I think that's always the best, is to play an old game. Like having an old game and like revisiting it and realizing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've all burned several thousands of hours of time playing GoldenEye. Have you seen what GoldenEye looks like now?
That's a very good point. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That game did not age
awful.
Well.
No.
It's so hard to play too when you hold on to the controller and you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know how they played so much of that. Isn't that like Star Fox, like the new Star Fox? If we can
no,
Star Fox again.
You in the new Star Fox, I think you aim with the baking tray.
I don't know. I wanted to get Star Fox, and then the controls just sound so horrible because you have to aim. I don't know how that possibly could work.
Star Fox never interested me.
I like the first one.
Yeah, me too.
And then that Atrocity came out on the 64, and then I stopped playing them after that.
Worst game ever made.
Did you say Star Fox is the worst game ever made?
Oh, I was kidding. But yeah, I did.
I wouldn't go that far.
Wow.
That's rough.
There's ET.
Just like, did Star Fox ever cause the crash of the Western games industry? No.
Maybe
Who
it
else
did,
watches
you don't know.
Zero Punctuation?
Maybe that started the downfall of Nintendo, and we don't even.
Oh my god.
Wow, Star Fox single-handedly killed Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say Mario had a pretty big hand in that.
Whoa, wait a minute here. I don't know about that. Okay. I don't know if I can go there.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, exactly. don't forget how many games have ripped off Luigi's Mansion. Come on.
Mario Brothers who?
I want to see a Nintendo parody of Ghostbusters, where Mario and Luigi and Wario and Waluigi go into New York City in the Mushroom Kingdom and fight ghosts with vacuums.
Yeah, I'd play it.
I'd check it out. I mean, granted, New York would just be full of a bunch of booze, but that's cool.
I feel like
Give me a
like everyone else would have that super technical Luigi kind of vacuum cleaner, and Waluigi would just have a regular vacuum cleaner.
That'd be great.
I spent half the game trying to get it to work properly.
Oh man!
I didn't know I needed this game in my life until it just got brought up.
See?
Oh, and it overheats the fastest. Yeah,
And
okay,
then
it's just
There you go.
Reassemble inside the vacuum, but then you wouldn't even have a vacuum; it'd just be broken.
Well, all right. Yeah, there's that.
No, that's true. Good point. You don't want a weird undead turtle in your vacuum.
No.
Try
I mean, not like
he's
he-
like a
It's not like he would do much. I mean,
Yeah, they just kind of walk back and forth.
yeah. Maybe if you like if he like rolls the dice correctly, and this would come with peripheral dice because that's necessary. And if you get the proper dice roll, you get like a smash ball, and then you break your vacuum.
All right.
I'd play it.
I would.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 10 out of 10 as well.
I'd check it out.
I don't even need to play it. I can review it on the concept
Wow.
alone.
Totally
Stop
unplayed.
rushing.
I'm totally kidding, by the way. That is not my review ethics. I play every game I review fully through all the way, sometimes multiple times.
Yes.
I don't want
Sure,
I don't
I
want to
totally
seem
believe you.
like an unethical game reviewer.
Look, the bottom line is if there's ever a Luigi's Mansion game that comes out again, you are not getting it.
I didn't get
another-
to suck up dry bones in my vacuum. This game gets a 27. Oh wait, I only score that low.
Oh,
This game
I feel
ripped
like-
off Resident Evil. 1 out of 10.
Rob is challenging me now. I have to stop being more of a hard ass.
There you go. We are brutal for a reason.
That's right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you see, this side only gives me like okay or good stuff. Of the things I've reviewed, it has only ever been like really good or meh.
You realize
Yeah,
you're really asking for it.
It was a Broforce ripoff.
I saw that. Well, I saw that. I actually went to Rezzed a few years ago, and I actually saw that was originally made. They did a 24-hour game jam thing, and I actually saw that when they first. That's when they first made it, and I actually saw that in action the first time. I've never actually played the finished game though. So
Is that Broforce or Tango Fiesta?
Tango Fiesta.
Oh, well, congrats. You escaped from shit. Because like everything kills you
That's
and
actually-
you don't respawn.
That's actually the name of the next Snake Plissken movie.
Oh, yeah. Those. Well,
I'm just trying to think now. I think the lowest score I've given to a game for review on the site was probably the Xbox re-release of the original Sonic Adventure.
Oh wow,
Really?
that's pretty bad.
I think
Did
I gave
you
it.
crucify it?
I think I gave it 3 out of 10 or something like that.
Sonic. Yeah.
Just gotta remember it
Ouch.
aged absolutely horrendously, and now that I think about it, I think I quite liked it the first time around when I played it on the Dreamcast, but I don't know. I think it just annoyed me a lot when I played it through again.
Well, that makes sense. Because again, going back to GoldenEye, I mean, that was a great game, but now
Yeah.
it looks like
Mhm.
playable.
You got
Yeah.
me hurting.
It's the problem with retro reviews that you can't review to today's standards.
Yeah, it's granted. I mean, when I retro review, I purposely retro review torturously bad games. So,
But I thought you were working on the Lion King.
yeah. I'm still working on it because I play through level 1 and then there's a strong urge to do one of two things: either continue or take a drill and put it into my ear canal.
No.
So I have to juggle between the two.
Oh no. I love the Lion King. On the Genesis, I played it, but I'm pretty sure it's like the same game.
Yeah, it'd be the same.
Oh no.
I think I had it on
I like
Genesis.
that.
What do you guys find is the hardest part about writing
It's just because I've only played good games. I've struggled to find problems, but maybe that's just because I've been playing good games. I don't know.
You know what I find difficult when a game is not great or terrible.
Yeah.
It's just in the middle there. And I heard somebody say this once before, and it's totally true. It's just like, it's hard to come up with anything to say about it since the whole thing is so meh.
Yeah. I think that's worse, to be honest. Like, I wish that I'd be more impressed if they tried something new and failed than if they just stuck to the formula. That's why I hate shooters right now. So they're all going for that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all kind of the same. They either feel like Tom Clancy's first-person shooter, or they feel like Activision's. Because at this point they're all spawning, or Rainbow Six has done, or Battlefield if you want to throw it in there. But they all feel the same.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, now that they're all going for that sort of team-based style where you have to fight each other, and there are different characters that you can choose from, like Overlord Breaker, Team Fortress 7.
Yeah, there's definitely been an explosion of those types of games already.
Yeah, there really has.
Was Mass Effect's multiplayer?
Thought they did that pretty well, but
I love that horde.
I just I don't know what it was about it, but I just didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, and I know it's good. I'll say it was good. They did a great job with it. I think it was really
I thought it was great.
It was fun, but I just, like I said, maybe I don't know.
I think cumulatively I've played that more as a multiplayer than I have any Call of Duty put together.
Wow.
All right.
Is anyone gonna buy Inside from Playdead?
Very tempted.
Just straight up no. I don't deal with that horror shit, dude.
It's not much of a horror game, from what I've heard.
Still, I play these games to relax, not to unset my heart attack.
I don't really know much about it at all, except for everybody saying how fantastic. So
yeah, they said it's like blowing everybody's minds. I might have to go buy it as well.
When you read
Limbo?
good reviews,
did anybody play Limbo?
What? Which one?
Limbo by Playdead, the first game.
I didn't. No.
So I think you might be able to download it on Xbox for free. So check it out.
I think they made it free, didn't they, or something?
Yeah, they did at E3. But so I downloaded it and I've been playing it. It's pretty good. I mean, I remember it from back in the 360 days. But it's pretty. I mean, it's all black and white. There's not a lot to it. There's no voice acting. There's not really much of a story that plays out unless you're like really. And essentially, you're just this little boy running from stuff, and it's kind of creepy because of that black and white and the gray overtones. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's just a trial and error 2D platformer game, so there's not a lot of depth to it, though. So, but I don't know.
I remember a time where all Xbox Live arcade games were like Limbo-esque.
Yeah, there was definitely that. But now there's arcade games for everything. I just found an arcade game on there last night. It's called Redneck Fishing, and you like float around. It's a 2D like weirdly drawn art style game, and you just throw sticks of dynamite in the water and blow up fish.
That sounds fantastic.
Wait, so I zoned out there for a minute. What do you do to fish?
You throw sticks of dynamite in the water.
I heard much shadier things.
Fishing with dynamite.
So when I review a game, I take notes in like the beginning, and then I stop because I get bored of taking notes, and I play the game and I take notes afterwards.
Yeah.
I would say I probably do the same thing. I start out taking notes. But sometimes I just want to play the game and not worry about the note-taking experience and really concentrate how I feel while I'm playing it.
Yeah.
So I'll throw it.
Also, you have to think of. I was trying to say that you have to review the games from the viewpoint of a player, and the player wouldn't be taking notes.
Yeah,
he's like a stockbroker.
I try to immerse myself as deep in the experience as possible because I really want to. If I can enjoy it, then it's probably not a bad game. I think that's the way I think about it. If it's enjoyable, it's probably not going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to just play I usually just kind of play for a while, because I figure the things that annoy me the most are going to be Reddited. Those are the things that are going to stand out the most in my mind as I play, to focus on. Then I go back and just see like what other small critiques, probably stand out. But for me, it's more so whatever's really annoying that's consistent. That's the stuff that I'm going to be reviewing on.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm playing through it, I'll take a note if something really annoys me or if I think something's really cool, just because I don't want to forget to mention it in the review.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like anything that stands out in your mind are the things that are worth mentioning. And then everything else, go back and then, kind of like, when you do that second playthrough, that's when you kind of pick up on like those little small, things. Kind of like when you're watching a movie, you watch a movie, certain things stick out in your head, but you always watch it that second time because you always see that one random non-essential part of the scene that you're like, oh, I didn't catch that. That's pretty cool.
It also depends on the game, because I was reviewing Total War Attila like a couple years ago, and I decided to take pages upon pages of notes, and I wrote like a 1.5K thesis on it, and it was so detailed, but I left so much stuff out.
Yeah, it's impossible to get everything,
Yeah,
not
Definitely.
everything.
Is there do you guys ever find yourself, or is there like a part of the game that if that part's really great, that it can definitely trump having a bad game? The one I like,
mean
for example, is
like
Kingdoms of Amalur.
Deal breakers of the game?
Yeah, so like for example, for like Kingdoms of Amalur, I thought the combat system was awesome. It was like combo based, like right after Batman, so I was really into it. But then the rest of that game was really boring, and then the story was just droned on all the time. But then I caught myself like having 100 hours of this game because I just loved that gameplay.
What did you love about the combat?
It was simple, and I could just mash buttons and just beat the crap out of people. And at the time, that's what I would like to do.
Who doesn't?
You come to Brutal Gamer for the refinery.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys ever find yourself playing a game because of the story, but then you're like, oh my god, the gameplay mechanic sucks, but I love the story? I mean, do you guys have games like that?
Yeah, totally. Assassin's Creed 1.
The Last of Us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Creed 1. Gee.
Yeah, I did not enjoy The Last of Us. Criminally overrated game.
We should just call this the Sacred Cow Roast.
I was going to say we're going to get a lot of hate for this, aren't we?
Oh my god!
You know what?
Who even cares, man? We'll get those ironic people to like us.
Honestly, the story from The Last of Us, fantastic. All right, I would not trade that story for anything. The gameplay made me want to jab nails into my own eyelids. I did not.
Wow.
Why specifically your eyelids?
Anywhere. I didn't like the game. I didn't like the game. It wasn't a good game. It was a good movie that you played.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, and that's why I haven't played that game, because I've heard the controls are just...
It's not good. In my opinion, it's not good.
I suppose while we're roasting sacred cows, I think the game I played the most that probably fits in this category is actually the original Bioshock.
Oh, oh no! Oh my god!
Never mind. Hate.
All right, guys, get your plasmids ready. We're about to attack.
No, to be fair, I didn't.
Mistakes.
Okay, I'll I didn't hate the way it played. I loved the setting and the story. I thought it was just okay to play, sort of thing. I think the problem was I played it when I was getting a lot of hype from people, and I don't think it was in my mind. It was never going to live up to it. I still enjoyed it though, to an extent. So I love the setting of it. And
that's very fair.
It just wasn't the most fun to actually play. Is my thing.
I was actually quite the opposite. I thought the story was kind of really boring, but I love the gameplay of Bioshock. Yeah, maybe it was just those recordings or something, but they were just like, I don't know. Yeah.
See, the whole thing just fit for me perfectly. I mean, I love the whole thing. I love the setting. I love the time period they played off of. I just liked everything.
All right, so I'm gonna put myself on the cross here. I do not like the gameplay in Undertale.
Never played it.
Boy, I haven't either.
I've sort of played probably about an hour or two of it. I don't think I've played enough to know what to make of it really so far. So it's
all right. So don't get me
it's
wrong.
an interesting way of doing things.
The story is good, and I like that they're trying something new. But it is like, it is so awful to have to dodge enemy attacks with a tiny little heart that controls like Pac-Man.
Oh, the bullet. Yeah, that's the sort of basically bullet hell type thing it puts you through to dodge attacks. Yeah, that's a bit. I don't know. I think that's. I've heard that as a complaint. It's kind of been. Yeah, I have had moments. I say I've only played a couple of hours of it. I have had the occasional battle where that has annoyed me. But
all right, so let me tell you a bit later in later sections. They introduced a new kind of attack that doesn't hurt you if you don't move, but if you do move, it hurts you. So while you're dodging the regular attacks, you have to stop for those ones.
Oh dear,
that sounds really aggravating.
It is.
I kind of don't want to play Undertale just because of the extreme following it's gotten. I'm almost doing it out of spite now, not playing that game.
Okay, to be honest, it deserves the following, because the entire following premise is that the story is good, and it has brilliant writing, I have to say.
That's fair. Maybe I'll look into it. I don't know. I've got other stuff I want to do, though, you know? It's tough.
Too many things.
If I had unlimited time and resources, I'd probably play it.
Cool.
Do you want to go play with this? Does anybody have any games that they feel are criminally underrated?
Luigi's
Let me just
Mansion?
look at my Steam page real quick.
I have a good one for this. I think I'll go last because I think I'm going to meet a lot of opposition from it. So
I'm scared.
I say Fable, to be honest.
Oh,
really? Underrated?
Yeah.
You think Fable's underrated?
well, I think a lot of people when Fable first came out weren't a lot of people saying that it didn't deliver on its promises.
Yeah. Fable 1, I mean, not like the other ones. I liked Fable 2 the most, I think, but Fable 1 is pretty underrated.
I never got to play it. You know what? When I got my Xbox One, I knew that they recently came out with Fable 1 anniversary or whatever, and I thought for sure that would have been an Xbox One game as well, but it was not. So I still haven't played Fable 1. I played Fable 2. I guess now chances of putting a collection are kind of done. I guess that's not happening.
I actually prefer Fable 1 to Fable 2. The magic is a lot more varied in Fable 1.
Really?
So, like,
I thought Fable for me it was my favorite. I don't know if it was just because it was the original.
Just also real quick.
I have. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Half-Life 2. No, I'm joking. Magic.
Half-Life 2 is another one. If it's not The Last of Us, Half-Life 2 is also overrated for me, but that's a conversation for today.
I am going to have to agree with him on this. I played Half-Life 2, maybe because I played it so much later, but I did not see its allure.
Don't you guys understand that you have families that love you and don't want to see you lynched?
Here's the thing, though. I love Half-Life 1. Half-Life 1 is a masterpiece. Even today, I think it's great. But Half-Life 2 just is not the same thing for me.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I liked Half-Life 1 a lot better than I did, but I like both of them.
Well, I got a criminally underrated game, I think. Now, this is a retro one, so some of you guys may have played, some of you may not, but this is one that is a very big conversational set piece between me and a couple of friends. So, I think Star Wars Empire for N64 was an awesome game, and I feel like nobody agreed.
Oh, Shadows of the Empire? Yeah.
Yes.
I never played it.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yep, I like it too.
It was such an awesome game, and I feel like everybody hated it.
Well, everybody doesn't know what they're talking about.
Once again, I am too young to understand this.
Yeah, they have it on GOG.
Yeah.
No,
Really?
I suggest checking it out. Now, granted, it's gonna fall in games that do not age very well.
Yep.
But at the time, but at the time, it was awesome.
Yeah.
On track.
Okay.
The sets were just
Big
they
followers
were just
on GSP.
This is the same problem I had with Psychonauts when I bought it first. Is it did not... the graphics
Psychonauts
were,
was great when I first played it.
Okay, I'm just saying the mentalities, gaming mentalities that got translated across do not age well. The whole collect 800 feathers so that you can buy this one thing.
God.
That's why I stopped playing.
Yeah, it's tedious. I hate tedious tasks in games. I feel like that's a cheap way to get you to stay playing the game. I think they can create better incentives than just play this thing so you can get this random cloak that nobody else will have because they don't have the patience nor the time to get.
Yeah, like I played the entire game in like the day I got it, and I got to a part where I need a vacuum cleaner to clean up like mental cobwebs, and then suddenly you need like 8 billion feathers from the ground that you get one at a time to buy it, and I said no, not doing this again. Yeah,
I don't like that. I feel like that's a placeholder for replay value, and I think it's cheap.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a lot of games I feel like that do that. Mm-hmm. That's part of the reason I don't like the new Fallout. They replaced solid quest lines with one guy who tells you to go clean out a settlement over and over.
Oh, yeah. Preston Garvey?
That's right.
Oh, Preston Gravy.
He's so great.
I mean, the game's not bad. It's just not a good Fallout game. I don't know.
I got bored with the other Fallout games.
So my game for this
while we're murdering sacred cows.
Duke Nukem forever. I think,
underrated?
I think it's underrated. I think it's much better than people give it credit for. I think
there's a lot of room there. Let's be honest.
No one hates this game because it's a bad game. They hate it because it went through puberty before it was released.
What I mean. Didn't it graduate high school actually before being released?
If you can graduate high school in 13 years, then sure.
Was it 13? No, I thought it was longer than that.
I knew it was a long time, but I think it's fine for what it was. It didn't have, 15 years of development behind it. It didn't feel like that. But it was a
its development cycle is older than my daughter. She's 10.
I don't think it was as bad as it said. I thought it was fine.
It was Duke. It had all the, I don't think it had anything to grab new audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was clearly made for a time that it outgrew.
Yeah, it was made for the nostalgic.
Yep, that's definitely fair.
Like it had all that great stuff,
which isn't necessarily.
That would have been awesome. Go ahead, Rob.
I was saying, making that game for the nostalgic is particularly a bad thing per se.
No, it's not.
Ostracizing, a potentially broad.
So, does anybody else have anything they want to bring up this week, or should we start wrapping up? We're getting close to an hour.
Okay. Does anybody want to talk about anything they bought at Steam sale?
Dragon's Dogma is okay. It's like alright. It's meh.
I'm really trying hard not to spend anything on the Steam sale. I've already got too many games on Steam as it is. I hoard them like a dragon hoarding gold or something. No, I'm not kidding. I literally have over 700 games on my Steam account. It's ridiculous.
Okay, you have a problem.
Somebody needs to take all my logins from Steam and any bundle websites away from me.
Yeah, don't you buy like a lot of stuff on Humble?
I think it's probably. I was going to say that's probably bundles and that have caused a lot of that.
Honestly, I thought I had a lot. I've got 150.
Guys, I thought I had a lot. I have like 50.
I've got like 240, I think.
I have 0. Beat that.
Good man.
You have infinity.
I have like a billion times a million.
I don't have a Steam account. Boom.
Yeah, and you are the real winner.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
You've won a Steam account with 1,000 games.
Yay! Can't wait to never play them.
Can't wait to retire and spend the rest of my life playing games.
Oh, and a friend of mine messaged me the other day and was like, when are you going to come back and play League with me? And I'm just like, bro, I got so much I need to do.
Bruh.
You know what? I got stuff.
I still have like all of my PlayStation 2 games to go through. Most evil laugh ever.
Yeah, I've been working on it.
This has been Callum Davis. I've review on the site, WizardBane999 on Twitter, and go and look at my comic reviews. Now we have to plug.
So this is Jason. I am the editor-in-chief at BrutalGamer.com, and you can follow me at Jason_TAS
Yeah, so Mike Jones, indie editor for Brutal Gamer, and I am on Twitter at Ognawk, OGNAWK.
Cool. I'm Rob Moreda, reviewer on Brutal Gamer, and my Twitter handle's at Eddie Jackson, JAXSIN, and yeah, come check me out.
And my name's Eric, and you can follow me on Twitter at Eric_Martin32.
And I'm Rick, and you can follow me on Twitter at DocBrown303. Thanks everyone for listening.